morning, everyone. Susan Wismer, District 1 Senate from up at Britain, 60 miles northeast. Roads weren't too bad this morning. Hope they're still okay on going the opposite direction. I think a couple of issues that I'll talk about today, but one of my bills that I have been a prime sponsor on the last few years has been one has been an open government bill, one to authorize or make sure that Pierre can't meddle with a state employee's job security for talking to their legislator. I have found over the years several examples in all different departments of state government. If I'm just trying to learn about how a particular program works, or for instance, the juvenile justice reform or justice reform package that experience that we've gone through the last few years, it would be really helpful to hear from the people on the ground how it's affecting the student environment in our schools, in our law enforcement community. But we can't talk, or representatives of the unified judicial system are strictly told not to talk to their legislators. If we want to get information, we're supposed to be content with what the person at the top in Pierre tells us. And I really think that that is doing our state a disservice, because I think that the message that we get in Pierre is strained through too many strainers. And in order to maintain South Dakota on the shoestring budget and finance system that we do, it's really important to limit the understanding of how much harm we are doing to our schools and our nursing homes and our community support providers and our employees in Redfield and all the various care facilities around the state, and the damage that we do to our educational institutions because of how we limit the institutional knowledge and expertise by limiting how we compete for our faculty. So I am doing everything I can to try to help make sure that legislators really know what it is that they're dealing with. And I think an important piece of that is allowing legislators to talk to the people on the ground, particularly since there's so much of state government spread all through the state. It's not all there in Pierre, but our messengers that the legislators deal with are right there in Pierre. With the help of at least one member from that's sitting at this table, thank you, Senator Novstrup, I was able to get that bill passed through the Senate floor, but I ran into a juggernaut in Senate Judiciary. The administration is very definitely opposed to my bill and has been for quite a while. So it died there. And then the other issue that I will highlight is nursing home funding, because Steve McCleary and I have done a little more than what we've done before in a little unconventional approach. We fully understand that you can't solve continuing funding problems with one-time money, but introducing the nursing home funding bills that we did in both the House and the Senate gave us the opportunity to talk about the issue, to educate a few more legislators about the particular issues that border communities in South Dakota face in their nursing homes. We lost a nursing home in District 1 in Rossholt, primarily because both North Dakota and Minnesota fund their nursing homes much better. And so therefore we don't push as much of the unpaid Medicaid burden onto our private pay patients. And so therefore, residents of Rossholt who had the means to pay for their nursing home care chose to move out of their community. They didn't have to go very far. They could go to Lidgerwood or they could go to Wheaton. Both of those were less than 60 miles away. And there, their private pay bills were thousands of dollars less per month because those states don't allow the nursing homes to push the burden onto the locals. I'll disagree with Senator Novstrup in one aspect. The alternative to dumb bills is to elect legislators who don't introduce dumb bills. And it seems to me that the same people who concentrate on those side issues are generally the ones who are not in favor of increases for education and healthcare, which are really what we're there about in here. I look forward to your questions. Thank you.